Hello everybody and welcome to the first B-League match of Maximus League season number 2. Our first match of the season will be Nitrous eSports versus Moonlight GG, or just Moonlight. So we're going to start the map ban phase very soon. We're just going to have players in the lobbies right now. We only need 2 more players and then we'll be ready to begin the map ban phase. While we're waiting, however, do be sure to check out our new sponsors we got last season. Logitech, Western Digital and NordVPN, 3 fantastic, massive sponsors which have helped our growth massively. Please do check them out. They're in the what they call panels below. So it's been a while since I've streamed. Anyway, we're now the players in the lobbies, so we will begin the map ban phase very shortly. Just click the right button. So with that, we just had a problem with the lobby there, but I will quickly do a rehost and then we'll re-begin. Sorry about that, it's a good start, I'll say that. Let me just recreate the lobby now and then we will begin the actual map ban phase. Okay, so now we are going to proceed with the map ban phase for this match. And the first ban from Nitrous eSports will be Border. Border, people see as very linear, so a lot of teams try and avoid it at all costs. And it seems Nitrous wants to eliminate that map straight away in this first B-League match. If you're not familiar with how the league works, 3 points will be a win, 1 point will be a draw, and 0 points obviously be a loss. Kind of like a football match if you're familiar with how that system works. So the first ban from Moonlight will be Consulate, and then Nitrous will ban straight away and get rid of Villa. Villa is a very unplayed map, probably the least played map in the entire ESL map pool. A lot of teams simply do not enjoy playing it. Sometimes you can't blame them. It's a really nice map, but a lot of teams don't know how to play it well, and some of them don't even know the map itself, like how it's laid out and everything. We will see Coastline eliminated by Moonlight, and then Cafe by Nitrous, and then Clubhouse banned by Moonlight, leaving us with Bank for our map for this evening, with Nitrous defending first and Moonlight attacking first. Let's do that, and then we should be all good to go. So I'm just going to ask the team if they are ready, and then we will begin very, very shortly. Okay, apart from that, ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the match. And let me just click that button, then click that button. Fantastic, there we go. So, the first match of the season, first match of B-League. It's going to be Bank. A very nice map, a very large map, however, so you've got to be aware of that, obviously. So a lot to deal with, a lot of angles, a lot of places to hide. So the first ban of the season on attack will be the Jackal from Nitrous, a very common ban in this current meta, and there's no surprise there. The first attacking ban from Moonlight will be a banner that has half the hard beat potential now eliminated, or a third, sorry, even. On this map, 2 hard beaters can be very powerful, especially on a basement defense. So that would be maybe a blunder to Moonlight's attack, or maybe even Nitrous attack, we'll have to see. And then Mirror will be gone from Moonlight, as expected on this map, and I'm assuming an Echo will be gone from Nitrous here. I will have to alt tab it for a minute just to update the overlay with these bans, so if you, I assume it will be the Echo. It will be an Echo from Nitrous. So it will be Jackal, Hibana, Mirror, and Echo. I'm just going to quickly put that into the overlay, and then we'll be ready to begin. So let me just Jackal, let's click that. Cool, there we go. So hopefully now you can see that in the overlay. It should all be updated now. Just going to unfreeze the stream. So, the first offensive site for Nitrous eSports will be a basement defense, as you would expect on this kind of map. Seems to be no Thatcher being played by Moonlight. That could be a very interesting choice. I think they're not going to pick off a Thatcher, it seems. It seems maybe they're expecting a upstairs defense. I'm not entirely sure of the approach here, but they have 6 picked off the IQ to a Capital, and Nitrous have 6 picked off that Bandit to an Ella. I'm not quite sure how no Thatcher is going to be dealt with on a site such as this. A very interesting choice by Moonlight there. Oh, just going to adjust that volume, excuse me, because I cannot hear myself think with a game that loud. There we go. Perfect. So a basement defense for Nitrous first off and bank, a very expected site, a very popular site. Going to see a very default setup, in fact. A Maestro, Pulse, Smoke. Oh no, not Pulse, sorry. Maestro, Smoke. Oh no, not Maestro, Smoke, Kaid, sorry, and a Jaeger. Perhaps a Valkyrie might have been good use in this kind of site. It's very good for intel to know when the attackers are planting, but maybe that Maestro cam will be enough for this. No Pulse in play from Nitrous here, but perhaps they'll be able to do without. Maybe the intel from the Maestro cams will be enough to know when the attackers are planting. But Pulse is always a nice extra, but it seems Nitrous are going away from that idea. So into the acting phase now. It seems here we want Moonlight are looking to gain upstairs control immediately. Already straight away pushing into stock office with help from the Smoke and the Ash. So Sophia here has already gained access to the stock and is now joining up Banana Hallway. But there is no roam presence currently from Nitrous in that position. I'm not sure there's any roam presence at all from upstairs, in fact. They're giving up that control very easily. Already gaining that control above the server stairs, which the Ella commonly assists with a very interesting setup of the shotgun in hand. Oh, sorry. They do have a Thatcher. What am I saying? Yeah. It was the elite skin, it fooled me. Anyway, so they do have a Thatcher. Thatcher coming looking down that server stairs, looking for any flanks from the roaming defenders, which there commonly are none of. From the looks of things, that could be a risky move there, giving them like control of the site so very easily. Again, the attacker will look around the upstairs area of the map, but we'll see that there were no defenders present. Obviously, those hatches will be Kaided, but that Thatcher will easily take care of that. Great drone work here by Moonlight, but still no like kind of roaming presence to stop them gaining access to the site. Instead, that all the defenders will be anchoring here, gaining control of the open area, and I'm sure ready to Thatcher the hatches for the breach. Obviously, we know how Bannerman play that Thermite will have to be used to breach those hatches. And with the pressure to the Ella now on server stage, she will be forced to move, and the main hatch will now be breached by that Thermite. Again, so much control given up here by Nitrous, and the server hatch is kept soft. So that'll be a very easy breach there for the attackers. But there's a Jaeger planing servers, which will, I'm sure, be a problem for any attackers coming looking down to come down those server stairs. In the meantime, on the main stairs, the Capital is just sitting on top of those. Looking like he's not going to come down the server, so he's just going to wait for any flanks, but no flank will come his way. Nitrous are playing it very safe here. But already with the first killer of the season will be the Jaeger of Kamikaze in servers. He's looking for one more. He will get the Sophia as well. Looking for a third. He cannot get a third. The Thermite will get the refrag and is gained full access to servers. Now for some reason the A wall has been kept soft here by Nitrous. A very controversial choice there, and that Thermite will easily be able to reach that. The smoke canister would go off, but is that too early there from the smoke? But with only 30 seconds left, perhaps it's actually perfect timing. As any attackers have spent so much time roam clearing, they will attempt to get that plant down, but Specs on Arcade will get an easy frag as he peeks from the A door, or from the garage, sorry, with that fantastic angle. And then the Fusio is now dropped in the A site. The Thatcher will now drop down, looking to apply that pressure, but Arcade will get one more kill. But now the remaining attacker in the Capital only has 10 seconds to push in, and Avarice on the Ella will get an easy frag with the shotgun. It's a great first round there from Nitrous. Even with no roam presence, Moonlight wasted so much time on the roam clear. They allow Nitrous to gain easy access and easy frags to the attackers entering the site. There's a great first round from Nitrous, and they will take round number 1. This time I'll try to recognise whether Thatcher exists or not. There you go, there's Thatcher in the first in Nick there from Moonlight. The elite skin, I'm sorry, it fooled me. Anyway, with that round win in the bag, Nitrous now, as expected, go up to the second floor for their second defensive round. And again, at IQ, I guess IQ wouldn't be that useful with the defensive setup Nitrous are bringing, but the IQ nonetheless will be separated off for that Sledge. Sledge is not entirely useful on this site, unfortunately. That could be an interesting pick, as obviously upstairs is kind of useless in terms of Sledge. He could be useful, however, for breaching that main wall. Obviously, with the recent discovery of a new way to counter impact tricking, obviously sledging that wall will be a key thing, a key action the attackers may choose to do to stop that impact tricking. It doesn't seem the defenders are going for an impact tricking strategy. Perhaps they will use the impact nades from that castle. We'll have to see what they choose to do. A lot of drones have been saved here by Moonlight. As you can see on the screen, no drone has been eliminated from the attacking side. I would say that's a very good choice. If you now with that extra drone in hand, that could be a lot more drone work being done, and that could be the difference between finding out a roamer or dying from one. So with all the drones saved now, they actually placed it in the area of the site, or the map site they are going to push into. I believe I saw a drone in stock, which is the place where the attackers pushed through last time. Already gaining that control very quickly. Already that stock office window already been open, and there's Zafir looking to push in straight away, gaining that easy control. The castle balcony gets shot down. Now it's still present from the dock in the hallway here behind a nice shield. And of course he will get a really nice angle when he looks down that through the tiny little gap beside it. Now Zafir just sitting in the banana hallway waiting for that castle balcony to be eliminated. But I'm sure now the dock's location will be revealed. Obviously right behind that shield, he'll be safe from any shot fire, but he will peek at the worst possible time, and Zafir will be completely alerted of his location. But as a dock, even at half health, he can heal himself straight back up. Again, this drone will go down the hallway, but I don't believe the attackers are aware of the location of the dock here. They're droning out the janitor side of the site, but not droning out the west side. The dock will just stay in that hallway with the shield behind him. In the meantime, the bandit's been taken down to about 3/4 of health from, I believe, maybe the windows repel. You can see here, or we saw a minute ago, the ash repelling on those CEO windows. The C4 is going to go out from the mute from Avarice. That's a very nice C4 toss. And now we get the first flag of the round. But in the meantime, a fight between Zafir and Doc will leave Zafir with less health. And the Doc will obviously be able to heal himself back up. He's at half health. He's going to be completely safe behind that shield. He's going to keep his life for it. But now support coming from that bandit in Banana. Zafir will be in great danger. She'll have to watch out from the push from this bandit. A nice drone spot there on the doorway. Then we have another frag from Avarice on the mute with an SMG-11. And looking for one more outside of Janitor. He will look for the Thatcher, sitting outside the Janitor's door. But in the meantime, another frag will come out from the castle. I believe that is the sledge, I believe. Then another frag from the dock, leaving only the Thatcher remaining. And the mute will push him very bravely, and it will cost him his life. But he will now leave the Thatcher at only 1 HP. Now he does have the diffuser in hand. That is one advantage, but now the time is fully against him. He has 45 seconds now to push into the site and kill 4 defenders, 2 of which have had their health deteriorated. They're still pushing to Banana now. The Doc will still sit behind that shield, but he cannot hit the shots. And the Doc again will keep his life. With no stim pistols in hand now, he will have to remain at 20 HP. The pre-fires will go out and the Thatcher will make his way into server stairs. The bandit sitting just behind that breach, waiting for the Thatcher to push in. Instead of pushing to servers, he will be seen by the Jaeger. And Nitrous will take round number 2 on their defense, and it's 2 in a row for Nitrous. A very nice start here from Nitrous, winning 2 rounds in a row. They clearly know how to defend this site, and clearly there's problems in how Moonlight are attacking it. Perhaps they're a little bit too passive. In that round, they chose not to clear any roamers out. It was actually a good choice, as all the attackers, or defenders, were roaming once again, or anchoring, once again. So that allowed them to gain control of the stock office and then push straight into Banana. But again, to no avail. The nice vision from the dock there allowed him to keep his life on several occasions, even though he was shot at multiple times by their Zofia. So with that second win, the defenders would go to Tellers and Archives, with the Mozzie being stick picked off for the Maestro and the Sledge being stick picked off for that IQ, providing that IQ being in play. I think that's a very good choice there. Perhaps they have chosen to do that, seeing that Valkyrie being chosen from Kamikaze on Nitrous. But however, they've actually substituted that IQ for the Sledge, which a Sledge on this map would have actually been a very good idea. But instead, they've chosen to stick pick that off for that IQ. But perhaps that would be a good trade in the long run. But I would argue someone like an Ashe with near to no utility apart from her breach charges, obviously, would be a better alternative to stick pick off. But again, that Valkyrie now can be easily countered if camos are too obvious. But again, we'll have to see how strong that intel is used by Nitrous there. And it's seeming here that Valkyrie will actually stay upstairs, somebody sitting in CEO office. Maybe this time the attacks will go for a roam clear once again. We'll have to see what their approach is. Seeming again, Moonlight are liking to spawn on the alley access side, looking to gain control of stock office very fast and quickly. Already the Zofia once again leading the attack with the help of the Ashe, both already jumping into stock office. The Valkyrie seat just behind the side of the door. Again, no drone being done at the moment. So the Valkyrie's going to keep her life and keep her same position. She'll be taking out the half health from the pressure from both the Zofia and the Ashe, but now with support coming from the Bandit. He will be also droned out and taken down to low HP, or not low HP, sorry, but about 90 HP. And the Valkyrie will be a lot worse off now, taken down to about 20 HP. Again, that is time wasted now, and now the Zofia, with help from her fellow defenders on the Ashe and the Thermite, you have to re-drone the roamers, and this is a lot of time being wasted here. A C4 toss will go out from Spectre, or from, was that from below? That was from below, from Avarice. So he's in Archives, but to no avail, but he will get a kill. Right? However, using that whole season in CEO office, he'll take out the Ashe, and the Valkyrie will get one more kill onto the IQ, sorry. They will breach the wall now and attempt to find out these roamers, but so much time has been wasted. The Zofia will push through into Conference and take out the Bandit, or the Valkyrie side, and the Bandit's still in play here. A half health is sitting in Banana, then now he'll be taken out also by the Thatcher. But that's half their time wasted now. And now they have half the time to push into the site and get the plant down. But with the diffuser upstairs, they'll have to continue droning just in case there's any more roam presence. Great time wasting here by Nitrous, and the remaining defenders will all be seated on the site. Again, that Jones' hatch being kept soft here, interestingly enough. Or is that soft, sorry? I believe the Thatcher might have breached, actually, but either way, they've breached the admin hatch. And now just wait, and from above, the Zofia will take out the Pulse, already at low HP. They're now at 2v3 in favour of Moonlight. Zofia would have seen herself on the server stairs. Now the Thermite finally breaching that admin wall. But with only 55 seconds left now, he'll have to push in. But the Maestro is holding down the door with the ACOG in hand. He'll just watch as using his fantastically placed Maestro cameras beside that wall, and we'll be able to see it as the Thermite pushes in to try and get the plant down. Obviously, with these Maestro cameras being thermal, even with the site smoked off, obviously that Maestro camera can see through that smoke. But now the Thermite's aware of the Maestro camera's location. He will point it out, and the Zofia's still in place. She'll be able to take that out. And now the Maestro itself will be droned out, and he'll be forced to move location. But he can't really move in this position as the Thermite's on his toes. And Zofia from the side, also on his toes here. And they've given up so much control here, the defenders. And the Thermite will take out the Maestro as a punishment. Really in the smoke now. He will attempt to smoke off the Thermite and will succeed in doing so. But all he has to do is simply move position from the other side of him. The Thatcher will come through the lobby door. And Moonlight will take their first round of the match. And their first round on attack. And the score will be at 2-1 to Nitrous. Again, a nice turnaround there from Moonlight. They were taking out those roamers very quickly this time. Instead of wasting time droning the entire map, instead they just took control of upstairs very, very quickly. They took out those Romans fantastically, and that allowed them to push into the site a lot more quickly than they anticipated. The Maestro cannons being quite useless as they were found very, very early on. Obviously, when someone is looking on the Maestro cam, there's a massive blue flashing light above the cam, and obviously it's quite obvious to any attacker. And that was obviously seen by the Thermite there. So a Legion will be super tough for the Pulse on the defending side as they go back to basement, as they did in the first round. Let's see whether the defenders can defend this as well as they did last time. That position from the Kaid was fantastic in denying that plant. And a very similar setup this time, apart from now a Pulse being in play from Avarice of Nitrous. A Pulse on this map can be very, very crucial. With that Pulse seated in Vault, you'll be able to see any attackers entering servers. That can be really good for intel and knowing when to throw C4s, when to smoke the attackers off. And it can be very, very useful. Let's see whether Nitrous can get it back and retain a nice lead. Obviously, these matches have no overtime as any league would, and they will just end in a draw if the score is 6-6. Hopefully we won't go to that, but however we will have to see. Again, all the attackers spawning on the alley access side here, and straight away gaining that control. The Thermite already joining upstairs and joining out janitors very, very quickly. This time, a little bit of roam presence it seems. Oh, never mind. There's no roam presence again. Giving that control really, really quickly. Again, now lots of time has been wasted joining out upstairs. The attackers have not detected yet that there's, again, no roam presence from Nitrous. So that all this joining will be in vain. And as a field, again, easy access to Skylight, now pushing down Banana in their attempt to see any more roamers, but there will be none present. All the defenders will be seated on the site. Actually, there's one defender missing. Oh, no, sorry, that's just the Kaid seated in our garage, sorry. However, still not gaining enough control, or gaining control, sorry. Just a field will just watch above the server stairs. Taking out, I believe there was a shield on that server stairs last time. Maybe that's been taken out here by the Zofia already. The attackers starting to detect the strategies used by the defenders here. But now with open area control, the attackers will be able to breach the main admin hatch, as the Thermite is currently doing as we speak. And that'll be a great threat to the Pulse just seated below it. People watch it up, maybe looking to toss that C4. Avarice so far has been very keen to throw that C4. And now the Capital making his way down the server stairs, looking for any presence over there. But again, this time there's no Ella seated with a shotgun in hand on those stairs. And now the server hatch is able to be breached by that Thermite once again. And the Jaeger will be seated in the exact same position behind the server rack. And he'll be detected and will be forced to move. The concussions will attempt to go in, but the ADS will take them out. And the quick peeking will be to no avail. He'll be firebolted off, but the fire will not extend, and the Jaeger cannot hit the shots. And the Thermite will take him out from above. But the Sophia will be left injured, but not killed, and she will keep her life. But now again, with that Able being left soft. A very interesting choice there by the defenders once again. The Thermite will not waste his utility, instead the Sophia will just simply use her lifelines to take out that wall in an attempt to get the plant down. But then being smoked off. Well, never mind. But in the meantime, the Ash will come and make her way down the main stairs, taking out two of the attackers, I believe, now. And the Thatcher will get one more, leaving only the Maestro seated in the vault. But the plant is going down. Who will attempt to use his Maestro cams to deny the plant, and he will take him out, but the plant will still go down. And so will the Maestro himself. And Moonlight equalled up the score now at 2-2. Really poor observation of the flank there. The Ash was just making her way easily down the main stairs, taking out, I believe, 3 or 2 of the defenders. And the Thatcher got one more, leaving only the Maestro to his own devices. Really poor flank watch there by the defenders, clearly not watching out for that flank from the main stairs. They're kind of just seated in the open and as a free kill for the Ash. I also realise I'm not showing the scoreboard as much, sorry. I will try to do that as much as I can, but I forget these things, okay? But I'll try to show you when I can. I made top fragging for both teams, Nick and Kamikaze. Clearly the two main fraggers for the team. You would think a Thatcher would not be a fragger for a team, but Kamikaze clearly showing what he can do on that lurk in servers, or roaming upstairs, fragging out for his team. So with that loss, they will choose to not go there once again. They will instead go upstairs. Obviously this worked fantastically last time, and hopefully it can work again. The position from the dock last time wasted so much time for the attackers as Sophia just clearly failed to apply any pressure to that dock. And with that reinforced wall just behind the dock, pardon me, the rappel from the lobby is completely useless. And you can get a really nice angle, but I'm not sure that's even possible. But anyway, that position from the dock, and now I believe the attackers would attack, but we'll have to see what they choose to do. The shield will now be placed by the Jaeger in that same position. Maybe the attackers will know how to counter it by now, we'll have to see. Again, drone work already being done in the prep phase, detecting those roamers nice and early on. But again, no roam presence whatsoever from the defenders. All 5 attackers commonly roaming, or anchoring, sorry. And as I say that, the meat will make his way downstairs into archives. I'm sure looking to get that C4 toss from below. Now there's Sophia again, as she has done every round so far, gaining control of stock office nice and quickly. And again, I'm sure she'll be aware of the same exact position from that dock in Banana. Again, the dock has now been droned out, and the drone will make its way into Janitors. A very slow start here by both teams. Banana Sophia is breaking down that Castle Barricade, but the dock will hear this and using his really tight angle behind that shield to attempt to hold the angle after Sophia enters. Now Sophia will bravely peek it. She will try to throw concussions about, but the ADSs will remove them from the game, and now all her utility has been wasted in a minute of the round. That's really nice there from the defenders, wasting that utility really early on. And now Sophia will have to go in the good old fashioned style of using her gun instead of her utility, and the dock will simply eliminate her drone. Again, another drone will come, but in the meantime a frag will come out onto the mute from below in archives. That presence from below has now been completely removed, removing all the roam presence at the same time. Now the Capital naturally detected the way to counter this dock's location, and he will take out one, making their way up the main stair, or the main lobby stairs, sorry, but he actually will get the refrag onto that dock, leaving a team at 3 versus 4, sorry, in favour of Moonlight. And now in the meantime, with that control game, the Thermo will be able to get the breach onto the north side of that wall, and he will be looking to make his way straight away in. But the Thatcher will have something to say about that as he watches the breach, just waiting for the Thermite to push in. But really nice positioning here by these defenders. They will not be caught out by either side of them at the moment. The Ash will make her way into conference, breaching that wall, or breaching the executive wall, is that? I'm not sure what she breached there. I think she was trying to breach the B wall castle barricade, or B door castle barricade, sorry. But now they gain so much control, but the castle will get one frag onto the Thatcher, and then the castle will get one more, and so will the bandit, leaving now only Ash seated in the executive hallway outside of the B site. She have to hold an angle and hope that no defender will peek her. Again, all defenders just playing it safe. Jaeger will nearly get injured, sorry, in Janitors, and the castle cannot hit the shots into the head. But the bandit sure will. Or, the bandit didn't quite hit her in the head, but he took her out and won a round for his team. The pre-fires will succeed. And the Kamikaze will win. Nitrous there. Is that third round? Third round on defense, leaving the score at 3-2. Again, Kamikaze fragging out for his team, doing a fantastic job there on that fragging roll. And with that win, the defenders will choose to go back to basement lockers. Hopefully this time they will watch those main stairs, just in case of that flank. A very mixed bag here from Moonlight. They've had good and bad moments so far in this match, none of which have been working perfectly as of yet. They kind of worked at times, haven't worked at other times. Obviously that time the defenders just clearly won all of their gunfights like they needed to, and that worked brilliantly in their favour. So back to basement, the defenders will go. It seems an interesting choice here to keep this A wall soft. Perhaps they will think, actually, the attacks are going to breach that wall anyway. Why not let's keep it soft? Oh, never mind. So as I say that, the Jaeger will reinforce that wall. Okay, we're back. Apologies for that. Someone decided to come into my room. Again, apologies, someone decided to come in a second time. Okay, so as we go into the action phase here, already the attacker is doing the same push as they've done many times before, and the Jaeger clearly detecting this. He will see himself on a roam, just in a banana hallway, but I believe he's been droned out. Yeah, he will be droned out now that the attacker will be fully aware of his location. The Zofia will attempt to push in, the Jaeger wide peeking here, just waiting for the Zofia to peek, and she will peek, but she will hear her shots first, and the Jaeger will be taken out on that roam. And now they're aware of the flank from the main stairs, but again, all the defenders, as they have done so far in this match, just playing it safe. There's more roam presence now from Nitrous. Avarice currently seated on the Vigil in elevator, but will be droned down and forced to move. Multiple drones on his location. He will make his way down the main stairs. But with the Vigil not taking out those drones, the drones will be aware that he has made his way down the main stairs, and they will know where to push next. And now, there's still one, now all of the defenders are roaming, or anchoring, sorry. But now they've given up so much control of the map, and they've left so many different hatches soft, both the elevator and the main lobby hatch soft. That could be a fatal mistake there from the defenders. As now they've gained easy control of those areas, and I'm sure now they're gaining control of that hatch. The Thermite will now breach it, as he did last round. And White just seated in the vault here, a very interesting choice. Seated in not in gold vault, in money vault, I guess that's what you call it. In a very interesting position there, which I'm sure the attackers will not expect. We'll have to see what the attackers choose to do next. It seems as though Zofia is choosing to go straight down the server stairs to take any presence in servers, but there will be none from the defenders this time around. Instead, they are all playing it safe on the site. This time, the A will be reinforced and call for the Thermite. Will Carmen, who I'm sure will now breach that wall wide open. The smoke canisters will go out far too early. The wall is not even breached smoke. Calm down. The wall's not even breached yet, but he's smoking them off already, denying entry even through the A door. Concussions will go in from the Zofia, and the Thermite will be able to get that wall wide open. The Thatcher will be watching from above, taking out that Maestro camera now. And the red hallway will be fire-bolted off. And now the A door will also be smoked up, denying that nice angle from the Kaid. But even with that, he will kill one attacker, but the Ash with a refrag, and she cakes out one more of the smoke. She now has entered the site, and the planet is going down in the other one. The Maestro now forced to do his double duty. Now the Vigil will be seating the vault, being the only defender remaining. He has to take out the remaining 4 attackers, and he will reveal his location as he enters the B site. And now we'll be stuck for decisions. The diffuser just beside the A door, a very strange position. He makes his way through the main stairs door, and the Ash will see him doing that. And a very nice round there from Moonlight on the attack. Ash nearly taking out her own teammate there, as the Vigil makes his way through main stairs. A very close match here between these two teams. The score will be equal at the switch at 3-3. Clearly now Moonlight getting to grips with how Nitrous are playing, and they're doing a fantastic job at doing so. A still great fragging potential from both teams, but that round Moonlight just had it in the bag. It's looking like a very close match here between these two teams. So for Moonlight's first defensive round, they were, as expected, go to basement lockers. Using a very unusual pick of the Mozzie. Obviously that will stop that immense amount of drone work that they've been doing on their attacks. I don't mind that Mozzie will be stick picked off for Valkyrie, and the Buck will be stick picked off for the Capital on the attacking side. Capital was still used fantastically there to distort the view of the Kaid. Obviously the Kaid was able to take out the Ash coming down the main stairs this time around. But actually no, not the Ash, sorry, was it the Thatcher? I'm not entirely sure who he took out, but the Ash revagged him very, very quickly. And hopefully the defenders on this basement defense will do a better job at watching flanks and maybe having more roam presence that round. It was so easy to gain control of upstairs. Only one roamer on his own. If you're going to have roamers, you need them playing together. Two roamers working together and communicating where enemies are can work fantastically if practiced. But again, clearly not working well there. Kamikaze left alone upstairs and was taken out at the very start of the round. As a roamer, he's really meant to time waste, but instead he just wasted his own time almost, standing in that position. Anyway, on to the next round, on to round number 7, on to the actions phase. The Capital will immediately make his way down sewers and droning out that server's area. And Nitrous, again, as as Moonlight did, sorry, they were getting control of open area very, very quickly, and their Valkyrie now in the scene and will just stay on her own though, in open area, and their Warbands will come out, forcing her to move out of open area and move upstairs. But no presence has been taken upstairs yet, and there will also be one presence from the Jaeger, but seated behind the Taller's desk. He'll be joined out once more and will now be forced to move to a different location, but his location is now known, and I'm sure the attackers will be high on his toes. The Valkyrie now very carefully making her way down Scarlet Stairs, and the Capitol will be seated very nearby, currently rappelling up to the roof, and I'm sure looking to look directly down onto that Valkyrie. But in the meantime, a frag will come out from the Jaeger onto the Maverick, who I believe was seated in car park. Kamikaze taken out early in the round once again. Not great from him in the last 2 rounds. He's just been far too aggressive on that fragging roll, and he's costed his life for it. But a refrag will come out onto the Valkyrie from above, from that Capitao. And now the attackers now upstairs control, but they do not have downstairs control, and they are not watching their flank. Well, they are watching their flank, so pardon me. But if they would just watch the hallway, but she stopped watching it. Uh oh, this could be bad here. If they do not watch this flank, it could be really fatal. But no, they called out to watch the flank, and the Capitao will take him out fantastically. That's all of our own presence eliminated now from Moonlight, and we'll all be down to the 3 anchoring defenders on the site, one of which currently seated in servers, watching their entrance from sewers. Now the 4 remaining attackers will be seated upstairs in open area, with the Capitao now making his way down the server stairs and no drone work being done. This could be risky if he is not aware of the Legion's location. Or maybe they are droning? I'm not entirely sure here. The Capitao is making his own way down here. Oh no, sorry, it is being droned in. Pardon me. And the Legion now, seated behind the servers, has now been droned out, and he'll be forced to take on the fight. But Capitao's 3rd kill of the round, he's looking onto an ace here. But the smoke canisters will go out again really early on. But again, with only 30 seconds left, that could be the perfect time. Capitao will throw firebolt into red, but they are inaccurate and will allow the smoke to still smoke them off in red, as the firebolt have clearly not extended far enough. But Smoke now is wasting his canisters. With no canisters left, it will all be down to fragging potential. And Average will push down into reds and eliminate both of the defending attackers. He would simply drop the red hatch, take out the Maestro, and immediately take out the Smoke. Really nice fragging potential there from Avarice, and will deny Spectre his wonderful ace, with a fantastic round from him on the Capitao. Using his utility, not as good as you'd hope. The fireball in red there wasn't as accurate as he'd liked, and it allowed the Smoke to still smoke them off from entering the A site, but the pure fragging potential and aggression from Avarice allowed his team to win the round. Pardon me. Now Spectre and Rupert will be top fragging for their team on 8 kills to 4 and 5 deaths. Really nice performance on both of those players. Clearly the fragging role not really decided between these 2 teams. There's not one person in the team who seems to be dominating in terms of fragging. It seems to be a nice spread of multiple players. Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. So the defenders will not be deterred by that past loss, and will go back to a basement defense, bringing the exact same setup as last time. The Legion, Maestro, Valkyrie, Jaeger and Smoke. Smoke was pivotal there for the 9 entry into the site for the attackers. But it worked against them in that round. We saw Avarice last round doing fantastic work on the fragging, simply dropping the red hatch and getting the last 2 kills for his team. This time the attackers would choose to bring a Twitch, probably a much better choice, and now they will be more easily able to take out the utility, for example the Valkyrie cameras, or even Legion mines or Maestro cams, if they choose to take more of that approach. Again, the Kamikaze spawning alone here on the Twitch. A key bit of utility here. If this is lost early on, it could be fatal for his team. But again, no one will be seated on the 2nd floor, and no one will be seated in main lobby. Actually, in this round, the defenders are taking the same approach as Nitrous did, with all of their players on anchoring. Yes, all of their players will be anchoring, one of which is seated in garage. Again, the Capitao, as he did last time, making his way onto the roof, but this time the defenders will play a lot more safe, and will all be anchoring on the site, taking a very similar approach to what Nitrous did on defense. And Nitrous now will realise that they have gained full control of the map and will easily be able to gain access to the site. But all this time being wasted droning could be used for execution. We saw last time, it wasn't until 30 seconds remaining of the round that the attackers were actually executing their attack onto the site. Abyss, as you see now, realising he's gained control of this area, will immediately enter open area, watching for that flank from the Jaeger. And so the Jaeger will be seated in the B site just below Sophia. Now the Thermo will breach the hatch, the red hatch, as was dropped by the Sophia last time. An injure? No. Oh, but a C4 will go out from the Valkyrie. A nice C4 tosser to take out the Thermite. That is fatal for Nitrous now. They are now unable to breach that main A wall and have to rely on pure fragment potential from the rest of their players. And really nice Valkyrie camp placement there from the Capital, or from the Valkyrie, sorry, as well, on that server stairs, sorry. The Legion seated in the same position as last time, behind the servers. They now move. The attackers are unaware of this and will pre-fire the wrong position. But 2 key frags there from the smoke, and it will make its way back into red. A really nice double kill there from the smoke to flank around the attackers. They've only now 2 attackers. Oh, and now it's been reduced to 1 with the frag from the Legion seated in servers. And the Valkyrie will get 1 more, and a really nice flawless round there from Moonlight to leave the score equal once again at 4-4. It's looking like a draw here, perhaps. It seems you cannot differentiate the ability of these 2 teams. It's so incredibly equal in terms of fragging potential and both execution potential as well. Both teams doing a fantastic job with it, but both teams also making fatal mistakes. 2 attackers should not be pushing or should not be holding the same angle. We saw both attackers there entering the server, looking at the exact same position. Now allow the smoke to easily flank round through the A wall and take both of the attackers out. So as expected, the defenders will now go to upstairs in Executive Lounge and CEO, and we'll pick off that pulse for the mute. Again, both operators are having a C4 there. Obviously C4 on this kind of site being really, really useful. We saw Avarice in previous rounds going mute or pulse below in archive and trying to get that C4 toss above to deny the plant. Let's see what the defenders can do, and maybe they will take a similar approach to what Nitrous did. We'll have to see what they choose to do. A very default setup here, brought by Moonlight with a Maestro, Jaeger, Castle, Dock. Perhaps the Dock even going for a very similar setup. I believe so. They actually are. The Dock is actually stealing the strategy of Nitrous here, seated behind a shield. That a Maestro is coming placing rounds. Perhaps a rip-off there from Moonlight, stealing the strategies of Nitrous. But I guess if they work for them, why can they also work for Moonlight? Maestro here making his holes just below the stock wall. I'm not sure the attackers will see these coming, as I assume they will try to gain control of that area. It seems they are. Seeing how the attackers are actually drawing out Skylight first, clearly a more important area to them to drain out first and gain control of. If you'll excuse me just for a second. Apologies, some of the sides coming once again. But in the meantime, we've had some great frags there from the Thatcher wallbanging, I believe, the mute through the wardrobe there. And now the Black Oda be on the rappel from Kamikaze. And also the Dock was railed out of his position in Banana by a really nice Capital firebolt placement. And now the Capital will be seated below, ready to apply pressure from there. Really nice control gained here by Nitrous. And Moonlight looking in a very sticky situation, with Nitrous also gaining access to that wall, and a Capital coming on the rappel. A really nice position here for Nitrous to be in, but they have to watch out for the Roman presence below, committed in archives. Obviously with no C4 from the Jaeger, they'll be fully relying on the flank from that Jaeger to take out these attackers. Now the Capitao will smoke off the site, and the Thatcher has already entered the site as the Thermite attempts to get the plant down. The Maestro can take it now, will drain the defending team of Intel, but still 2 key frags from the defenders there. The Maestro and the Jaeger again kills onto the Blackbeard and the Thermite. The repel pressure now gone. The Thermite simply not going to peek that bush as the Capitao, as the castle, applies pressure from there. The Blackbeard's, but now, the Sophia on the repel, looking for any defenders going on to the diffuser. The counter diffuser will attempt to go on by the dock, but he'll take out the Maestro, but the dock will come off the diffuse now, and another frag from the Capitao seated on the Skylight stairs, and the Capitao will get one more onto the dock. Leaving only now the Jaeger, who cannot hit the shots, and some fantastic fragging potential here by Capitao of Spectre, and he will get another 2 key frags to his team, as Jaeger can clearly not hit his shots to a good enough standard, and Nitrous will regain the lead, leaving the score at 5-4. A very close match here between these two teams. Clearly Nitrous there knowing what to do to take control quickly and efficiently. The Roman Peasants was useful near the end, but the pure fragment potential of Nitrous allowed them to eliminate the Roman Peasants quickly after it was causing damage. But now round number 10 now, of a possible 12, which is looking like we're going to here. These two teams simply are bang on equal. And Moonlight will go again. They will repeat the site even after they've lost it. A really resilient attitude there from Moonlight to win their site even though they've lost it before. And that Legion will be separated off for the Bandit from Nick. Bandit obviously will be pivotal in denying the breach from the Thermite. The Thermite was able to breach that wall far too easily last time. But I feel as if the Thatcher being brought by the attackers will be an easy counter to that. But again, all of this will slow the attackers push down. We have to see what Nitrous can do to potentially even regain this match now. They have the momentum, they have the lead with them, but can they keep it? So far in this match they have not kept it at any point. But apart from at the start when they won 2 rounds in a row, but can they retain this lead now? Or will they lose it straight away? We'll have to see. Also, one I'm seeing different between the attacks from Nitrous and Moonlight. You can see here Nitrous wasting their drones really early on in the prep phase. I believe that actually is a waste. We saw Moonlight last time keeping every single one of their 5 drones. That was a really good idea. And it allowed them to use that, basically the double amount of the intel that Nitrous did in terms of droning. And it was pivotal later in the round. Again, the Nomad of the Kamikaze trying to get this angle from car park. He'll be spotted out, and he also spotted out the Jaeger, but now he's aware of the presence in car park, and the Jaeger will sit prone in a CEO office. Now with immense amount of drone being done here by the defenders, Nick of the Bandit will actually be missed, and he will make his way up the main stairs, completely clueless to the attacker of the Thatcher currently seated on the server stairs. And the frags will go, or the shots will go out from the Nomad onto that dock, and he will be reduced to about 75 HP, but he will also be able to heal himself back up later on using those stins. Now the Nomad, realising that there is no point in standing in that car park, should move to a different location. But in the meantime, the attackers have gained full control of the Skylight, and the freezer will be dropped for the Thatcher to pick up. And obviously the EMPs will go out and easily be able to take out that wall, with the Bandit having no attempt at any kind of bandit tricking. But now he is still flanking up from server stairs. No flank watch being done here by Nitrous. And the Bandit will simply make his way up the server stairs nice and slowly, completely clueless and oblivious to the attackers. Then in the meantime, the dock will get clear his own onto the server stairs, looking for one more, but cannot hit the shots onto the Thatcher. And then Nitrous will go out from below from the Bandit, but to no avail. And one more frag from the Jaeger, currently seated on the main lobby stairs. And now it will attempt to look through a very tight peek here in main lobby to take out the Jaeger on these stairs. A really nice angle here, which I'm sure the Jaeger will never see coming, but he's simply just playing it safe, not peeking his head above the ATM's door, or above the railing, sorry, and then made out to push through a different location. And now Zafir will be on the rappel on the B window. Pardon me, but I don't believe she's aware of the presence on the Jaeger. Oh, no, now she is, I believe. She's still sitting on rappel, ready to perhaps get plant down for the Thatcher here. But again, there's still 5 defenders remaining. one which could be on the flank at any single moment. Now the Banner just watching from main lobby, looking for any kind of rappel. But now the rappel has been removed from the attackers, and Sophia will move to a different location. She's now on the roof watching from the skylight. And Nomad replaces air jabs on the banana flank, but a nice frag there from the Thatcher. But now the attackers have wasted so much time, and they only have 10 seconds left. All the defenders have to do is now play the clock as the Thatcher rushes into the site. With very little time remaining, they will rely on fragging potential. They'll have no time, or will they? The Kamikaze will attempt to get the plant down, but he will simply be knifed, or not knifed, sorry. He will easily be taken out by the castle as Kamikaze attempts to get that plant down. Very close match here between these two teams for the first match of the season. The score being at 5-5. Going into round number 11, the defenders going back to basement locker CCTV. This time being a Maverick being brought here by Kamikaze. Kamikaze seems to be able to flex onto many different operators. He's been playing a very wide variety of operators so far in this match. And on the defender side, we will see the Legion Cypriot for the Mozzie. The first time Mozzie being played in this match so far. Mozzie will obviously be great in helping out eliminate any kind of drones. I would attempt to interrogate the positions of the roamers. But to be honest, there's not been a huge amount of roam presence from Nitrous' side, but Moonlight have been roaming a hell of a lot more, which has allowed them to gain those flanks. But so far, Nitrous have been on point with catching them those roamers and eliminating them quickly and watching out for those flanks if needs be. Again, a pulse being brought here from the defensive side. That pulse I'm sure will be seated in Gold Vault, looking for any attackers in servers, which I'm sure was pivotal in the previous rounds for knowing when the attackers will be planting. Obviously, if again the attackers will choose to push through sewers, it seems not this time. Instead, they are going to gain control of above, maybe. Already, all of the attackers on the rappel going onto the roof. Sophia on a very risky angle here, very high up on the roof, but she will successfully land the skylight parkour. Oh no, she would drop it even further down now, gaining control of even the first floor of the map, open area. The open area are a key part to gain control of on this site. And the drones will go out from the Sophia. A massive amount of drone work being done here by Nitrous, fantastically to catch any roamers. But again, all 5 defenders anchoring on the site on this round. And to be honest, that we expect from these teams at this stage, they've been anchoring all of these rounds, and it's been really, really useful. No, sorry, it hasn't been useful. It's been useful for the attackers as they've been able to gain control of areas of the map very, very quickly. But again, it's really nice to have that fragment potential and the potential to flank, especially when none of the attack or only one of the attackers are watching the flank. The Maverick making small but decisive holes here in the red hatch. Or the Pulse just watching from above. Perhaps they're going to toss the C4 up. You will see the Maverick and take him out. Rupert on the Pulse will get the opening frag for this round, taking out that Maverick. And now so much time has been wasted draining out and trying to get the execution down. And now the Capitão again, as he did in the previous rounds, would make his way down the server stairs with the smoke once again ready to support. As this time only one attacker, or no, 2 attackers once again, one of which is the Thermite. If this Thermite dies here, it could be pivotal. Again, Firebolt will come out from the Capitão, will be used just as the Jaeger's in a really nice position here, right in the corner of the server racks. The pre-fires will go out, but to no avail, and the Pulse will be on their location. You'll be seated in Vault, knowing exactly where they are using his Pulse sensor. Really nice use of utility here, again smoking off the attackers making their way down the server stairs. The attackers will result to breaching the server's hatch very, very quickly. And now Sophia looking to make her way down the main stairs. Oh, or not. Very indecisive Sophia here. Now turning around to so many different directions. And the Jaeger will still be pushed here in servers. But again, he's wasting so much time, and now the attackers once again have been far too slow in their execution. And they only have 30 seconds to push into the site. And it's going to be a challenge here to gain control fast, especially with 5 defenders remaining. A nice flag there once again by the Maestro seated in garage, and will take out the the Thatcher as he makes his way to the garage. The attacks will stack up down the main stairs. The first one will be taken out by a recoil will go out from the Zofia. As she will push into the site, the smoke will get one more, leaving only now the Zofia to take out 4 defenders. And with the fuser drops, Zofia will have no time and will only be able to get an injure. And now Moonlight have match point as a score 6-5. But the question is, can Nitrous retain at least 1 point now? Obviously, with the score being 6 rounds to Moonlight now, Nitrous can only gain 1 point from this match. But can they gain that 1 point? Can they salvage that 1 point for their team? Obviously, they've been doing fantastically so far in this match. Let's see what Nitrous can do to finish off this match. Again, no Thatcher in play from the attackers here. A very peculiar choice, especially in the last round. Perhaps this time the attackers will go very, very aggressive in their attempt to salvage a point in this match. But now Nitrous will have to play for a draw. And they will have to attack a very, again, a peculiar site in Talus Archives. Interesting choice here, making a rotation hole through the admin wall instead of reinforcing it all. Perhaps the defenders are looking to have some drone presence in that location. We'll have to see. They will also open up the janitor's hatch. Again, a very interesting choice there, but perhaps it will be used well by Moonlight here. We'll have to see. For the first match of the season here in Maximus League Season 2, it's been a fantastic start. And bear in mind, this is B League. God knows what we can see in A League so far in this season. I'm very excited for what the future holds, as I hope you are too. So into the final round of this match, into the action phase. Again, the attackers looking to gain upstairs control already on the rappel, but they're now to be aware of the roaming presence from the Jaeger seated in conference. Yike already rappelling up to the skylight. And they're going to apply pressure to the castle currently seated in janitors. They will be right in a corner behind the safety of a reinforced wall. Yike was looking to the skylight hallway through a tight angle. But again, no defender will peek that angle. But now the Ash already making her way through into Banana and looking to challenge the castle currently seated in janitors. He will go below looking to find the feet of the castle, but to no avail. Again, no drone work of janitors, I don't think, this time around. Again, the castle will just see it underneath the barricade, but we'll see no feet of any attackers. All the defenders now have to do now is waste their time, and they will gain the 3 points for this match. But now the Romans are being joined out so very aggressively, the Ash went out to push around through to the long desk, and if they have any chance of taking out the Jaeger. She will see the Jaeger going on to Banana, and she will take him out. As half the Roman prisoners is now eliminated from the defenders. But there's still a half to go. But the castle now will drop down into safety of the admin hatch. That's upstairs control gained for Nitrous now. But the Ash has been left at half health, but the castle will be left at full health. Again, now with that man advantage and only half the time wasted now, they will have by far enough time to gain control of upstairs. Zofia using her lifelines to gain that vertical pressure onto these defenders. The castle is looking to be in danger here as he seats himself in archive just above the many holes being made by the attackers. Again, all the attackers watching out for those flanks on the main stairs. The Buck as well making really nice pressure here onto archives. This way you cannot give vertical pressure on this map, and the Marshal will be punished for it, taken down to half HP. Now that the Ashes drop down into admin, with the hatch being open, so the Ash is so freely able to enter that location, and the Maestro will be seated right in the corner of archives, taking down to very low HP from the immense vertical pressure from the attackers. Now they only have 30 seconds, and they have not even made their way down the stairs yet. Oh, sorry, pardon me, they have. But now someone will have to take out the castle barricade to gain access to admin. And in fact, I got a double frag from the castle of Rupert as he makes his way upstairs. But the IQ will get one more, actually desperately pushes into archives to gain a point for her team. And she'll be left at very low HP from the smoke canisters. But the castle will get one more kill for his team seated in Talos' office. The IQ will get one more, it's a 2v2 now. The IQ left at only 1 HP from the smoke canisters. But the castle from above, using the attacker's own vertical pressure, will allow the smoke to get one more. And Moonlight will retain the lead and gain 3 points for their team. and the score will be 7-5 to Moonlight. A really strong performance from both teams there, but Moonlight would be the final victor. A very sloppy round there from Nitrous. They were really good at the start, gaining that vertical pressure fantastically, but again it was used against them. The Pulse able to flank round really easily in that round. Rupert being the top fragger of 16 kills for his team. Really nice performance there from him. But apart from that, ladies and gentlemen, that is our only match for this evening, and it has been a fantastic one. A really nice start to Maximus League Season 2. Tomorrow, I believe, we will have our second B-League match, and I believe our first A-League match as well. The B-League matches will be streamed here on our YouTube channel, and the A-League matches will be streamed on the Twitch channel, as you're all very used to. But apart from that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed our first match of the season. It has been a 12-round thriller between these two teams, but Moonlight GG will be the first victor of the season, and they will take the match 7-5. Apart from that, please do be sure to join our Discord server. It is in our panels below. In the Discord, you get the screenshots of every single match that takes place. You will also be able to get access to a list of fixtures for the future, so if you're looking to watch any of these games, there's a fixture list on the Discord. In addition to that, do be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you get alerted when we go live with our next league match. But apart from that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed this stream, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Whether you choose to watch the A-League or the B-League, I hope you enjoy the fantastic siege action here we have at Maximus League, and have a fantastic evening.